Okay, today is angles and polygons. And we're going to start talking about some different types of angles that you'll find in a polygon. So to start off, let's talk about interior angles. Interior angles are angles that are inside the polygon. Now, of course, polygon is just a many-sided figure, poly being many. So I'm just going to draw out what I'm going to call my polygon for right now. I'm going to kind of like that. That looks good. Okay. An interior angle of this polygon would be any angle that's inside the polygon. So any of those are all interior angles. An exterior angle, we're going to talk about next. Exterior angles are the angles that are adjacent. Remember that from our previous lesson, meaning right next to and sharing a side of, adjacent to the interior angle. So this interior angle has an exterior angle. If I continue this side of the figure out farther, then the angle that that side creates that shares a side with that other angle, that is an exterior angle. Same thing if I continue this side out, the angle that shares a side right here, that would be an exterior angle. And I could do that for any of these. If I continue this line out, this is an exterior angle. If I continue this side out, this is an exterior angle. Important to be able to identify and differentiate between the interior angles and the exterior angles. Now, we have some formulas we can use to figure out some of this information. For example, the sum of the interior angles of a convex n-gon. I'm going to go through that quick just to let you know what that means. So, looking for the sum of the interior angles. That means that all of these interior angles that I marked out on this one up here, all of those added together would equal. So the sum of the interior angles of a convex is just talking about the shape of my figure. You don't need to write this part down, but I'll just show you quick. So a convex figure could be something like that, while a concave figure would be something like this. Concave figures look like someone bashed in part of them. Okay, they dip inwards at some point. We don't want those. We're talking about convex. Convex means they don't have that part they dip in, they all head outwards. Okay, so these are good, these are bad. So the sum of the interior angles of a convex n-gon. Well, what does n-gon mean? N is just saying it could be any number of sides, but whatever number of sides it is, that number is n. So for example, if we had a four-sided figure, n would just be 4 then. N is just the number of sides. So let's go ahead and figure it out here. So the sum of the interior angles of a convex n-gon equals n minus 2, or the number of sides, minus 2, times 180 degrees. Now we're going to learn some more about that in class, so don't worry about that too much right now, but that is the equation that you'll be using to solve your problems. N minus 2 times 180 degrees equals the sum of the interior angles. And along with that, we can also find the measure of an interior angle, of just one interior angle, of a regular n-gon. Now this is really super important here. Regular n-gon. I'm going to make it all bolded up there, get some stars. Regular. Regular meaning, of course, that all the sides, all the angles are the same. So for a regular n-gon, if I want to find the measure of just one interior angle instead of the sum of all of them, I can take the equation for the sum of all of them, n minus 2 times 180 degrees, and I can divide it by the number of sides that there are. So n minus 2 times 180 degrees gives me a sum of all of them, And then if it's regular and all of them are the same, I just need to divide by the number that there are, n, to figure out how much one of them is. Pretty simple. Just be very careful though. If it's not regular, then we don't know anything about individual angles. For example, if I have a figure here, and it's not regular, the sides aren't the same, the angles aren't the same, then I really don't know anything about how much this angle is as compared to this angle. It's only if they're truly regular, if they have those same sides and angles, then I know that they're all going to be the same amount, so I can figure out what that amount is by using this equation. Okay, last important fact to know. The sum of the measures of exterior angles, remember those are the ones that are adjacent to the interior angles, of exterior angles of a convex, and again that means just it's only it's been bashed in, convex polygon is 360 degrees. The nice thing about this is that it doesn't apply to just one type. Any number of sided gon, any polygon, it's going to be 360 degrees when you add those all up. If you take a figure and you draw out, you extend those sides, right? So you're finding exterior angles. Then if I add those up, I should get 360 degrees for any number of sided figure. Okay, we're going to try a couple of these out later on, so you'll get a chance to see and test some of these ideas. But that's all we have for today, so good luck.